I think that our dreams are no longer memes. We could potentially 3-crown him, guys.
Saucing out of your luck. Going hard in the paint. And that's how you assert dominance.
Hey, what's up guys, it's SirTagCR, and today we're back at it again with the 3 Musketeers Zappies deck. In this deck, you're going to have Fireball and Poison Bait with 3 Musketeers, you're going to have the Elixir Collector, and of course you're going to have Zappies. For your main tanks, you're going to end up having Battle Ram, Ice Golem, and Miner. We've substituted the Valkyrie in place of the Bandit, the Royal Ghost, or the Dark Prince because it's just so much more tanky. It's a little bit awkward because it doesn't have the same counter push potential, but it's way better on defense against all the witch decks that you're going to be playing against. Overall, 3 Musketeers are one of the most enjoyable archetype for me in the game. Despite them not being the strongest, I like this variation the most in the metagame. So we're going to go for an Elixir Collector in the middle. This man is going to be saucing out of good luck. We're going to reciprocate, and then he goes in for a Giant. So yeah, we do need some good luck right now, man. We do not have our Valkyrie. If we had Valkyrie on our hands, oh, this would just be such a pleasant experience for us. But unfortunately, we're not allowed nice things in life like that. So now we have to go for the Valkyrie. It should end up slaughtering the Witch, but it took a fat second for that to happen. And this is why you run Valkyrie and 3 Musketeers now, because you're actually able to kill a lot of witches. We're going to be going in for a Battle Ram, have a pretty substantial counter push. I would say that it looks like you would probably be running a Golem deck, all things considered. We see Night Witch, we saw Witch. It just doesn't look like a Giant deck at first glance. Regardless, we're getting a ton of damage, and he's incredibly sad and frustrated. That counter push potential was devastating. And I know that he probably does not end up having a Miner, so he's going to have to spell this. He's going to have to use one of his very precious spells, or guess what? He's just not going to do anything. Then we're going to get a huge Elixir advantage and just steamroll him. So it's going to be up for him. What do you want to do right now, man? I'm not going to split 3 Musketeers yet, because I don't know if you have a big spell or not. I don't know what you want to do. And the thing that I really want to do is apply aggression towards the 3-crown with my 2 Muskies. Don't really want to give him spell value on this side, and if he fireballs or poisons, I haven't seen it yet, so I have to wait and see. Also, another great thing that you guys can usually count on, when your opponent ends up like defending, they're always going to over-defend against the 2 Muskies, and then they're completely vulnerable in the lane of the 1 Musketeer. So usually, the lane that I really want to apply aggression on, I go in with the 1 Musketeer, and then just like abandon the 2 Muskies, for the most part that is. Saying good game, well played. We kind of did finesse him. We did not have an optimal card cycle. I would have loved to have Valkyrie at the start, but nonetheless, guys, we do walk away with the Valkyrie W. So GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. It's a pleasure playing against you. Alright guys, so we have one of the best starting hands possible. We're going to be saucing out the Collector. He goes in for a Lava Hound. This is not good. These are not happy times for us, guys. I have to apply aggression immediately. Just make sure that he has to go on the defensive. He's not able to allocate Elixir offensively. Going to give us not zap value. I am going to zap the skeletons, but it's not something I really wanted to do, guys. And I can't. Alright. I was going to say, I can't end up going in for Zappies immediately, because then he would be able to go in for Balloon. My Zappies would target the Lava Hound, and then I would just get wrecked, right? So that's not something I was really about. It looks like I'm just going to continuously have to, or perpetually cycle units to evade his punishing. But it looks like I can go in for a Battle Ram. Sure, it's going to get thrashed by the Inferno Dragon. You know what? We might have just lost the tower. What I was going to think there was like, oh, yeah, we lose the tower. There's no point. I was going to say, like, oh, maybe the Battle Ram, after it dies, you know, it would actually, like, spawn 2 Barbarians, and then it would distract the Inferno Dragon for long enough, but that thought really didn't transpire super well. So he's going to have an Inferno Dragon, Fireball, Valkyrie, Lava Hound deck. Usually something that you don't really see very often, and this is going to be really bad for us, especially since I collected in the middle. He also has Miner. I don't know, man. I really want to bounce back in this, but I don't know, guys. I'm going to go split 2 Musketeers towards the Lava Hound push. So if he fireballs that, then we're going to probably be able to get away with like Zappies, and I'm pretty happy with that. He's going to fireball Zap, or he's just going to let them do their thing. Looks like he might just let them do their thing. I'm going to go zap those minions to keep those alive. He definitely could fireball those Zappies if he wants to. Then I get a free Collector. Well, not really. What does he want to do here? I think I want to go for another Collector. We're getting pretty ballsy here. I want him to fireball that, though. I really do. Doesn't look like he wants to. I'm going to go for 3 Musketeers yet again. He might fireball this. He might fireball the other side. Looks like he might go for the 3-crown. I'm going to try to separate my Battle Ram, the Ice Golem, a little bit, so then he's not able to finesse everything with a fireball. Hopefully that pans out pretty well for us. Looks like we will end up at least taking 1 tower, but he's going balls deep, man. He's going hard in the paint on us. He wants to 3-crown me, showing no mercy today. Looks like I could potentially go in for Battle Ram Zap here, but the Zappies are going to clean up everything, cleaning house out here. Going to go split my 3 Musketeers. Looks like we could apply some aggression towards the 3 crown. That's definitely the move that I want to do. I don't want to actually let up any aggression. I want to make sure that he's not able to afford what he wants to. I'm going to go in for a Zap to make sure that we kill the minions, and then also just reset the Inferno Dragon perpetually. If we go in for a Valkyrie right in front, keep that Musketeer alive, I think that our dreams are no longer memes. We could potentially 3 crown him, guys. But I also need to get a Battle Ram in front of that Valkyrie. Oh, man. That doesn't get in front of the Valkyrie, then it is sad times. We barely end up 3 crowning him before he 3 crowns us. I did not think we were coming back, guys. We just had to forfeit the tower and we bounced back. Alright, guys, we got a game against Vulcan. We're going to be saucing out a good luck and we're going to get ready with an Elixir Collector in the middle. Let's go, guys. So he's going to go cycle Skeletons. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what he's packing for us. He's got Rocket. Hopefully he doesn't have like 10 spells. Please don't have 10 spells, man. I know you don't want to drop 10 spells on me. Don't do me dirty, Vulcan. I met you at King's Cup. It was a great time. Don't do me like this. Alright, we're going to go in for Battle Ram, opposite lane. See what's up. He's going to go in for a Valkyrie, and he's got Rocket, and he's got Ice Spirit and Skeletons. This is exactly what the doctor didn't order, man. This is what I did not want. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sad times. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sauce out Zappies. We're going to get ready, because we know he doesn't have Fireball. I'm also going to have to go in for a Miner here. I need to end up killing that. Otherwise, we're going to have tragic times transpiring here. Can't let that connect to our tower. At least I've identified that he's got Rocket, so he does have the Rocket sauce. Can actually go for 3 Musketeers right on top of his Expo in some situations now, because he doesn't actually have like an immediate way of dealing with them. So that is one silver lining that we have. But, in the grand scheme of things, he still has a very quick cycle with the spell. Double Expo, like he can just cycle 2 Expos and then it'll be really, really difficult. Vulcan knows how to play Expo, so I think in double Elixir, I could end up just losing this because he cycles a defensive Expo and then wins off of that. Regardless, I know that if he doesn't do that, I can drop 3 Musketeers right on top of the Expo and kind of laugh. So hopefully that happens. So I'm going to go cycle Ice Golem in the back. Just drop it. Come on, man. I know you want to. I know you want to. Nope, he's too good. See, Vulcan is actually really good at Expo. He's not going to make a stupid play. If he drops like the Expo here, I would laugh at him and drop 3 Musketeers and have an absurd counter push. But he's way too good. He doesn't make stupid plays like that, unfortunately. I'm going to go drop 3 Musketeers. I'm going to have to go in for a Battle Ram, and he even has E-Wiz, man. This has gotten so much worse for us. I'm going to have to go opposite lane here. He's going to drop Skeletons. He's got Valkyrie. Oh, man. What do I even want to do? I guess I have to cycle Zappies. Maybe I had to eat that damage. I'm not even sure. Like, this is one of those situations that the deck kind of confounds me. Like, how am I supposed to win against this? Is the real question against a good player. I don't know if there's an answer. I'm going to get ready with my Ice Golem. Hopefully that gets in front of my tower. It barely does in the nick of time. I also really want to go in for 3 Musketeers here before he gets back to Rocket. He's probably going to end up rocketing this, but maybe he doesn't have enough Elixir. I'm going to go in for a Valkyrie here. I think that worked out wonderfully for us, and I can go in for a Miner. So because he has Rocket instead of Fireball, it actually allowed me some leniency of going in for an offensive 3 Musketeers to counteract that. But in reality, this is a very difficult time, and I'm going to have to go in for another Collector. He's probably recognized that he's down a lot, so he's probably going to drop a defensive Expo and then just work off of that. So that's something that I'm kind of scared about. I know that he's going to go for a defensive Expo, and it's going to be very hard to break through someone with a Valkyrie, defensive Expo, Electro Wizard, and fast cycle. We're going to try nonetheless. I'm going to go in for a Battle Ram. I'm going to end up going for my own Valkyrie, and then I'm also going to go in for a Miner. So that makes sure that he can't go for Skeletons here and just be very happy about that. I'm going to go for a Zap to make sure his Electro ends up dying to the Miner. And it looks like my 2 Muskies are getting some damage, so I can appreciate that a little bit. I'm going to end up going in for another Elixir Collector. He's probably going to rocket that. And I guess I should have went opposite lane because the Valkyrie did get a ton. I'm going to end up going in for 3 Musketeers yet again in the back. So he's in an awkward situation where he can't really cycle like a defensive Expo right now. Wait and see exactly what he wants to do though. We'll go for a Miner. I think we are up a lot of Elixir here, so maybe we can make things happen. We're going for a Zap right on top of the Skeletons and the E-Wiz, guys. It might be happening. It might be happening. I don't think so, but it was looking good. It was looking good for a split second. We're going to go in for another Elixir Collector, and this might be a draw, guys. Oh, man, I think I played this super well, but I don't think it will be able to break through him. Who knows, though? If he goes in for an Expo, he could rein in the pain. If he did that at the exact time that we went in for the Muskies, oof, that would have been a major yikes for me. We go for Ice Golem, Battle Ram. Where's your E-Wiz so I can miner it? Don't think he's going to do it. Still have to cycle. Oh my gosh, Vulcan, what are you doing? He must have lagged or something. That's crazy. I should have went in for a miner earlier. That was a bad play by me. Okay. So I'm going to go for a Valk. We go sauce out Zappies here. So the main thing that you have to do is go hop his lane. You can't just go same lane as these guys. As soon as that dies, we're in troubled times. Troubled times are transpiring. He's going to E-Wiz because he's good at the game. Yep. That's super unfortunate that he's good enough to know to do that. I'm going to go in for another Battle Ram. I have to go in for an Ice Golem, but we're just getting struck by matchup here. Jeez, man. He's just going to go E-Wiz. You can drop your reactionary E-Wiz and just shut down the miner. He's really good, so he knows these things. I have to go in for a Zap, but I lose. GG, well played. Very, very difficult matchup. GG, and well played to Vulcan. See exactly what he wants to do. He's going to go in for an Ice Spear, and then he goes in for Mortar. So we're going to have to go in for a Valkyrie, redirect the Mortar on top of the Valkyrie. His Ice Spear will end up connecting. He's going for a Tesla. Oddly enough, he has Tesla with this deck. I'm going to have to go in for Zappies, just to make sure the Mortar doesn't end up finessing us and doing us dirty. I've never really seen a Mortar deck with Tesla, but Tesla is so busted that it almost fits in every single deck now, so not too surprised to see it, to be frank. I'm going to go for a Collector here. He's going to have Knight, Skeletons, Rocket, okay. So he could have Miner, but he most certainly will not have Hog Rider with this, or he shouldn't have Hog Rider at least. So killing two birds with one stone with the Battle Ram. It's going to redirect the Mortar. It's also going to direct the Knight. Then we could also get some tower damage as well if I really want to. Hopefully, at least. Dropping another Ice Golem just to make sure that after the Mortar locks on, it's going to go on top of the Ice Golem. Drop a Valk. Really just trying to cycle to another Collector. Trying to outcycle his... really just trying to outcycle his spells right now. So if he has Rocket and Cycle, I really just don't want to allow him to get value every single time. Him dropping that Tesla is kind of a forfeit. Don't really understand that too well. I'm going to have to go for a Miner on defense. Make sure that we end up drawing the Mortar so it doesn't lock onto the tower or any of the Muskies. Muskie will obliterate that Mortar. He goes in for a Log, which is pretty interesting. Huh. What do we want to do here, guys? I think that we're up enough Elixir to justify an Elixir Collector. I don't think he's at 6 right now. I really don't think he's at 6 Elixir. There's no way that he'll be able to rock it with his Elixir count. As a result, we're going to get a free Collector. I'm going to end up going in for an Ice Golem. I think we get 1 Elixir from it. Yes, okay. So he was able to do it. It was a negative trade, and it was a bad trade for him. Another thing that I really want to do here is I want to go for Battle Ram in the back, and then I want to go for 3 Musketeers up close and personal. So I'm going to let that lock on. I'm going to let the Mortar lock on, and then I go for 3 Musketeers. So it's not going to hit my 3 Muskies. He's not going to have Rocket in cycle. His Mortar is out of cycle. This is really great. I'm going to go in for another Collector as soon as possible. I'm not going to commit too heavily to this push. Wow, he's just going super aggressive. What are these Mortar players doing today? Kids these days, they're crazy. I'm going to go for Zappies. Pretty interesting maneuvers, my man. We have a Collector on the field and he's not able to rocket it. I kind of want to just make the same transaction that I did earlier. Want to go in for Battle Ram. He's just going to keep going in for the Mortars, man. This guy's wild. If I just keep redirecting, I'm fine with it, bro. I'm chilling. We're vibing. 3 Muskies, your Mortar is going to be targeting on top of the Battle Ram and not on top of the Muskies, so I'm fine with that too. I'm going to go in for another Elixir Collector. Elixir advantage is paramount in every single 3 Musketeer matchup. I love getting that Elixir advantage. It's juicy, man. And he ends up completely forfeiting that and just allowing my Musketeer to get a ton of damage on his tower. It looks like he's about the life of getting Miner cycled now. Using the Battle Ram yet again to the best of our advantage. Going to go for 3 Musketeers to squash that Mortar. Dude, it really is a pesky Mortar. It's such a fly. It's such a nuisance. I hate that card. Oh man, I detest it more than almost any other card. We're up so much Elixir that I know that I can justify going in for a Miner. He might be able to defend the supporting units, but there's no way that he's defending against a Miner. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout.